Well, greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome back once again to the Farts and Craps Show, where I, your host, Danjo, am going to be introducing to you guys Space Otter Charlie. This is completely not sponsored, paid in any way, but I did receive the game code from the publisher, the Quantum Astrophysicists Guild, and this game was developed by Wayward Distractions, which, good job, guys. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get into it. Now, this game comes out on the 18th. I believe the the thing where you can't talk about stuff until a certain date, the embargo, lifts today. And I went ahead and platinumed this. I did play through the PlayStation 4 version. It is also going to be on Xbox One, Steam, and the Nintendo Switch. And it's kind of just a puzzle platformer, kind of like adventure game, where all the graphics are like, these like hand-drawn sprites and stuff. And there is a story as you go along. And right off the bat, I gotta tell you guys, I don't really usually play these kind of games. Just puzzle platformers aren't really my jam. But I have played quite a few of them in the past. And I kind of get the appeal. It's just not my preferred style of video game. Now, there are quite a few things about this game I really enjoyed. The music, first of all, is top-notch. Whoever did the soundtrack, it's good stuff. It is good stuff. As you go through the game, you get plenty of different weapons and upgrades for those weapons. It's pretty great that you can grab a bunch of different suits that you can craft. There's a bunch of different flavor text stuff that you can grab. Kind of tells you more about what happened in each level, as well as just otter facts, which is pretty cool. I learned a few things about otters, and so I guess you could consider it educational in a way. Oh crap. Whoa. And yeah, you have a pretty expansive moveset, and it's just a pretty tight game. It plays well. The music is good. I was trying to find the information for it, and I could not. I don't know how much the game is going to MSRP for. MSRP is suggested retail price. It's not what it stands for, obviously, but yeah, none of the pages. Oh my goodness, there we go. Had a price listed yet, so it's the thing on these games, and indie games in general. For the most part, people will pick up indie games so they have stuff to play that's not that expensive and is still a good time, And sometimes there are those real gems. Hollow Knight. It's a fantastic indie game that you could you know, you could tell people it's not, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, I could see that," you know. Um, but yeah, it's even though this isn't my style of game, I still had a lot of fun with this one. I've been spending the past couple of days um, just kind of getting all the achievements done, like getting everything in the game, all the upgrades, all the suits, just all the other trophies that are just, you know, because I wanted to be very familiar with it before I deigned to kind of review it casually without, you know, scripting myself out. Because, yeah, I wanted to be kind of, I guess you could say, sincere. I wanted to be very sincere about it. And it's actually also kind of nice because even after you've beaten the game and all the stages and whatnot, you can go back to any stage and just like replay it, like with all your upgrades and everything you've gathered along the way. So it can actually feel really good to go through and just like completely destroy a level that was giving you trouble before. I mean, almost, I guess almost like a New Game Plus kind of thing, but not sure why I'm picking up the crafting parts. There's nothing else to craft, but the health, yes, which is the blue chunks as they fill up. On the left, top left up there, that is your health bar essentially. Most things take 1 or 2 chunks out of your health, but I mean, I believe they call it your shield. So a bit more humane considering it's an otter, but yeah, so the game comes out on the 18th. I don't know if I said that part. Pretty much all the major platforms. It's really good. I'd recommend it. Definitely pick it up. I was hoping to get to the boss by the end of the video, but I am not even sure there's a boss to this stage. I could be wrong. I'm not entirely certain on that one. I just kind of picked an earlier stage at random. Oh, and there are 12 levels, by the way. 12 stages to play through. Some of them are secret, I guess. Like there are maps to optional levels hidden in some of the mainline levels. And the whole game can be completed in a day. Like this was my fastest platinum I've ever got on PSN. It took me probably a total of 7 or 8 hours to get all the trophies, and a pretty, I wouldn't say sizable, but a pretty decent chunk of that was actually from the multiplayer trophies, which are down here. But yeah, it was a good time. It was definitely a good time. And you can save certain other like aquatic creatures as you play through the game, and then essentially this last stage is just kind of like the bonus, like, hey, you won, like go ahead and talk to all your friends that you saved and, like, you know, just fly through the credits. Which is pretty cool. Which is pretty cool. But yeah, the music is good. The writing is actually quite good. Only a few criticisms I wanted to address real quick. Was I did experience some pretty heavy frame drops, especially in the final 2 stages, I think, not counting this one. But yeah, published by these guys, Quantum Master Physicist Guild. Thank you guys once again. And I felt like that was completely like the performance issues, especially since this is running on a PS4 Pro. Really shouldn't have been there. I mean, I don't imagine this game would be very resource intensive. So yeah, I don't know why. Don't know why it had yeah, frame drops like ever. But I mean, I have seen it on other games that you would imagine would run perfectly on a system that has, like, you know, almost like roughly 4.5 teraflops, if I remember correctly. But yeah, that's kind of the only thing. Well, and it's short. It's a short game, and at least on the PS4 version, towards the end, there's a few performance issues, but throughout the rest of the game, never really had anything like that. It never crashed, at least, or did that thing that sometimes happens on really buggy games on the PS4, where it's just like an error occurred and it like force stops the program, or it crashes, whatever. But yeah, none of at the time of recording this, which is late on the 15th, since the embargo lifts on the 16th, I believe, and the game comes out on the 18th. At this point in time, there isn't an MSRP for the game, so I don't know how much it's actually going to run for. I think it's... yeah, I don't want to put a number on it, because I could be saying it's too expensive, or I could be saying a cheaper price than what it is going to go for. So, I don't know. Keep your eye on any of the digital storefronts. For now, it's a digital-only release, as far as I can tell. But yeah, Steam, Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and I mean, if you're a fan of puzzle platformers or indie games or both, I'd say it's definitely worth a playthrough. So, but yeah, that's gonna do it all for me, guys. I think I addressed everything. Comes out on the 18th, the platforms, thanks to Wayward Distractions and especially Quantum Master Physicist Guild. Again, for making the game and providing the key code. Wish you guys the best of success. If you guys happen to be watching this, good job. And yeah, that's about it. To everybody else out there that might be considering this game, definitely try it if any of these things that I've mentioned sounds interesting to you. Or you just want to play it for yourself, I'd highly recommend it. Again, as reviews typically go on this channel, I'm not going to put a number to this. I will either say, I will either recommend something or not recommend something. If you are into puzzle platformers, I recommend this one. It's a good time. Even if you're only even if just for the aesthetics, the visuals and the music is enough of a reason to play this game. But again, there's no accounting for taste. So, just my opinion. Anyway, have a beautiful day, guys. Thank you very much for stopping by the Farts and Crap Show. If you would, please like and subscribe on your way out. Greatly helps us. And we got a very wide variety of content here. So maybe check out some of our other stuff. And till the next video, guys. Take care.